Yo, what's up guys? Today we're going to be talking about healthy fats and healthy oils. Just in front of me off camera here, I've got some of my favorite healthy fats, and I'm going to show them to you in this video. So stick with me for a couple minutes because I'm going to dispel some common myths and give you the goods. Because here's the thing, fats are essential to your health. They make up the vast majority of the cell membrane of the billions and billions of cells that your body has. So it's very important that you as an individual are made up of good fats as opposed to bad fats. Now, just as a general rule of thumb, well, what are the bad fats? The bad fats are the ones that we typically see in processed and commercially available foods, which would be things like canola oil, corn oil, soybean oil, a lot of those vegetable oils that have been heavily processed and are essentially rancid by the time we consume them. They're omega-6 fatty acids for the most part, and the problem with that is that those are pro-inflammatory in the body, so they create a lot of inflammation inside the body. And if you know, inflammation is not good. It disrupts hormone signals, it creates disease, it's not a good thing to have. So anyways, I want to show you some amazing healthy fats, and remember, fat is not the bad guy. The wrong fats are the bad guy. So let's start off with one of them, which is butter, okay? You may have heard that butter is bad for you, that it increases cholesterol, that it's bad, it increases heart disease. That's all rubbish, okay? The truth is that butter, if it's organic and coming from good quality cows that have been pasture raised and grass fed, is tremendously beneficial for you. It contains short chain fatty acids. By nature, because of the shortness of their chains, are actually used as energy more efficiently than they are stored as fat. So butter is incredible. It has a very, very high smoke point, which means that it's very stable for cooking. So it's a solid, as you can tell, it's solid, it's like a brick, and that's a good thing, okay? You want to be using butter for your cooking because it's very stable at high temperatures. In general, oils are susceptible to three things: light, oxygen, and heat, okay? So the more oily they are, and we'll look at some examples, the more you want those to be out of contact with those three elements. Butter is very stable. It's a saturated fat, which means that it's very stable in the presence of oxygen, light, or heat. Very, very good for cooking. Look for organic, grass-fed if possible. Now, if you don't want to have butter, another amazing saturated fat comes from the plant kingdom and is called coconut oil. Coconut oil is not really oil. It's actually, it's kind of a solid. It looks like that. Okay, unless it warms up, it becomes liquid. But again, like with butter, it's a very, very stable saturated fat, which means that it's amazing for cooking. Okay, this is, again, I eat this with a tablespoon. That's how good it is for you. Predominantly medium chain triglycerides, which have been shown to actually burn as carbohydrates, as fuel in your body, not readily stored as fat. A lot of healing properties, antibacterial, antifungal, all that good stuff, and amazing for you. Okay, so coconut oil and butter are two of the best oils you can use if you need some lubrication for your cooking. Okay, because very stable at high heats. Those are what you want to use. Now, let's move on to some of the more fragile oils. So we talked about the saturated fats. Let's move on to one that everyone should be eating in copious amounts. Not copious, but what's actually funny is that the diet of people from Crete has been theorized to be about 40% of this oil, which is known as olive oil. Not this specific brand, but people in Crete, which is just the south island of Greece, again, it's been theorized that their diet is predominantly 40% olive oil. Okay, that's a lot. That's a huge proportion. I don't recommend you consume that much, but there's a huge benefit to that because they really don't. They really don't have, or they have a very, very, very small incidence of heart disease. So olive oil is very, very cardioprotective. It's very healthy for your blood vessels, very healthy for your heart. It's a monounsaturated fat, which means that it's slightly less stable than a saturated fat. And as you can tell, if you can see that, it's kind of liquid at room temperature. Now, as we get more liquid, as we take these oils and we go from saturated fat to monounsaturated fat, and then obviously to the polyunsaturated fats, which we'll look at in a second, they become more susceptible to light, heat, and oxygen. Okay, so you need to keep these in a dark glass bottle, away from lights, and stored in a cool, dry place. Okay, you want to go for extra virgin olive oil. Okay, that basically means that it's the least processed version of olive oil, and again, this is tremendous for you. You can't go wrong with olive oil. Obviously, you can, but I mean, in terms of if you get a good quality olive oil, the differences can make in terms of your health. Again, we're talking about interjecting these amazing healthy fats in your cell membranes And that's a huge benefit to your health. Very simple way to incorporate this is add it into a salad dressing. So a very simple salad dressing would be 3 tablespoons olive oil. Maybe sounds like a lot to you, but it's not. 1 tablespoon lemon juice or apple cider vinegar, some salt and pepper, whip it all together, throw it in your salad. It's awesome. Olive oil. Okay, so the next two are my 2 favorites. Well, I mean, I love all these. First of all, we have fish oil. Okay, fish oil. This is the brand that I use, NutriSea. It's amazing. One of the highest quality fish oils. I could drink this by the bottle, but it's probably not a good idea to do that based on the fact that it costs quite a bit. So anyways, omega-3s you've probably heard of because they're tremendously beneficial for all levels of your health. Very high anti-inflammatory benefits. Okay, they EPA and DHA, which are the ultimate, or DHA is the ultimate breakdown product of omega-3 fatty acids, is a huge component of the cells in your brain and your nervous system and your eye. Okay, so they play a huge role in nerve communication, the health of your brain, and all levels of anti-inflammation throughout the body. Again, if your cell membranes are made up of omega-3 fatty acids instead of omega-6 fatty acids, or predominantly, you're going to have a much different outcome than if you didn't. So the ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 should be 3 to 1. Okay? In the modern world, it's said to be up to 20 to 1, which means we're getting 20 times more omega-6 than we are omega-3, which is why fish oil is really important. I believe fish oil is the best form of omega-3. There's other types, flax oil, hemp seed oil. But the problem with the plant-based oils is that they don't convert very well in the body to EPA and DHA, specifically DHA, because our liver doesn't convert it very efficiently. It's been said that we convert those at about 1%. So it's a little bit, you know, they're beneficial, I still use them, but if I'm looking for real true DHA and EPA, I'll go right to the source with fish oil because it's already pre-formed in the fish. 2 to 4 tablespoons a day, okay, that's what we're looking for here. The only contraindication is that if you are on blood thinners, you may want to obviously check with your doctor because this will thin your blood a little bit, so make sure you're aware of that. And finally, I want to recommend an amazing oil that we use called Heceta. And this is a tremendous oil. Thankfully, you can order it online. There's actually a link below this video. You can grab this oil. I use this oil, again, you can use it in a salad, like as a salad dressing. You can put in your smoothies. I actually just enjoy this by the tablespoon because it tastes so amazing. I want to tell you what's in this. 5 really awesome seeds: sunflower, pumpkin, black sesame, golden flax, and coriander. I want to talk specifically about coriander for a second. Coriander oil has unbelievable healing benefits. We've put it on, we actually had pure coriander oil. One of our dogs had a little bit of an infection in her eye. We just dabbed the coriander oil around her eye, and within a day it was gone. We've used this on eczema. We've used this on any kind of rashes that come up. It's an antifungal, antibacterial. So if you take it by the spoonful, it can help a lot of issues in the body. And this Heceta oil, I mean, this is one of my kind of secret weapons when it comes to healthy fats. And as I've mentioned with these other ones, the quality of oils in your body is so important. And that's why, in addition, again, really, it's not that you should have one or the other of these. These all hit different elements, right? We've got the saturated fats, the coconut oil, and the butter, which are really important. We have the omega-3 fatty acids from the fish oil. This contains a good amount of omega-3 fatty acids as well. Some omega-6, but not too much. So it has a good ratio there. And then obviously the monounsaturated fat from the olive oil. Okay, so it's really, your body needs these oils, and it's your health is very, the health outcome that you enjoy is very different if you consume these types of oils and healthy fats versus if you're eating soybean, corn oil, canola oil that are commonly found in fast foods and processed garbage. Okay, so what I'd like you to do today is, if this is of interest to you, check it out. There's a link below this video. It's tremendous. Learn more about it. You can order it. It's awesome. Give it a shot, and at the very minimum, start adding these different oils into your diet if you're not already. Okay, so I hope this has helped. If you have any questions, let me know on the blog, and I look forward to seeing you soon.